Hello everyone, welcome to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. Today we are going to see how you can leverage free online learning resources to learn your VLSI concepts. This is one of the sites which even I have used as a fresher. It's called as testbench.in. This is very good site to learn front-end VLSI concepts. It covers topics like system Verilog, OpenVera, and some miscellaneous topics, Specman e-tutorial, and some interview questions and answers. It also has some labs on SV, UVM, OVM. Let's see how they have organized this tutorial. First, we will go to System Verilog. They have started with basic constructs. Now, if you want to learn any language, you need to start with data types. That's how they have also started. Even we have started creating tutorials on these VLSI subjects. System Verilog tutorial on data types is already there on our YouTube channel also, and we are going to come up with gradually all this VLSI subjects. We are going to come up with a tutorial of all these. Now, here if you see, first they'll give you introduction. After introduction, they'll tell what are different data types available. Then other data types like enumeration, if you go to enumeration, they'll explain what is enumeration and they'll give a coding example and again a coding example, then what should be the output. Similarly, these arrays, dynamic arrays, associative arrays, they'll give the coding example and they'll explain what should be the result of that example. Then they also have the comparison, different arrays and their comparison. In addition to this, they are also talking about some procedural blocks, fork join. Fork join is also an important concept in system Verilog. They are explaining what are different types of fork join. There is fork join none, then they fork join any. Then they are explaining it with the help of coding example. What should be the output? Then they are talking about semaphores, mailbox. These are different concepts in system Verilog. Here, if you see again a coding example, the output of that code. Then they are explaining a concept called as randomization. This is also very important concept in system Verilog. They'll start with what is randomization, then gradually they'll tell you what is system Verilog, constraint random stimulus generation, what are objects in randomization, variables, methods to randomize, checkers, constraint blocks. So slowly you can go through this tutorial and you will understand what is randomization. Then similarly for functional coverage. Here if you see, first they'll introduce, then they'll go through basic constructs like what is a cover group, what is a cover point, what is cover point expression, what are coverage bins, transition bins. All these concepts one by one they'll explain with the help of coding example. Then we have assertions in system Verilog. I think there is some problem in this page. No issues, you can go through this later. After that, they have some labs on system Verilog. In labs, they'll have some, if you see, there is first introduction of the design. Then they'll explain what is the design. And they are telling you first what are the steps to follow. First, you need to understand the specification, then develop a verification plan, build the verification environment. After that, they'll tell you what is the specification. This is the specification. These are input ports, data status and data. These are output ports. These are memory ports. There is a clock, there is a reset. Then slowly they'll explain you what will be the verification plan, how we are going to verify this design, what is the top, what is the environment. Slowly, slowly, if you see, they'll explain coverage also. They are explaining scoreboard, test case, right? So you can go through this. If you go to interview questions and answers, they have so many interview questions and answers. They have on DFT, static timing analysis, Pacman, Verilog, functional verification. If I go to Verilog, these are the questions. They have given answers also. Similarly, if I go to STA, these are the questions on STA and the solution for the same. Then if you go to system Verilog, similarly functional verification questions. These are the functional verification questions. Except this, you can also go to links. If you go to links, they have given some links which will be very useful for you. For example, if I go to say this particular link, it opens another link where you have tutorials on digital, Verilog, system, Verilog, Specman, Vera, VHDL, scripting. Let me go to digital. Here they have tutorials, questions, books, links. Let's go to tutorials. Step by step they are going introduction, then number system, then logic gates. Let's see combinational logic. See, again step by step they'll go. What is basic binary decoder? They'll explain. Okay, here they have given the truth table also how it works, right? If you go back, see what is there in priority encoder. Mux demux application example they have given. Now, if we go to books, they have recommended you few books to learn digital. These are the number of books they have recommended. I like this book, Morris Meno. This is my favorite. But if you feel that any other of these is better for you, you can choose. These books we had in our syllabus while we were doing our bachelor's. If I go to links, see logic gates. So here it, I think this is somewhere from where you can learn logic gates. Step by step, they'll explain you. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so digital we have seen. These are now we can see scripting. What do they have in scripting? They have some tutorials on Perl, Tickle, Shell, Unix. Let's see. There are some Unix basic tutorial, Perl tutorials, Tickle tutorials. Let me go inside Tickle. See, they are starting from basics and they'll explain you with the help of examples. Then they are explaining you expressions. Right, so this was one of the site which was recommended in testbench.in. Similarly, they are recommending some other sites also. You can refer them and see how useful they are to you. Some of them I found very useful, especially this testbench.in. I found very useful. Now, what site is more suitable to you, you can decide. But the main intent of this video is to show you that there are a lot of free learning resources which you can use to learn your VLSI subjects. Now, if you go here, there is also a link on jobs where they are updating about the jobs, right? They are giving what are the jobs which are available, and also if you want to send your resume here also. So, some job updates also you can get through this site. I found like this testbench.in very useful when I was studying as a fresher, because back then there were very few resources and this was one of the resource where I could learn system Verilog from. You can try to search more resources. There are a lot of free resources available now. This is just a example which I gave you. And if you feel that there is some other resource which is more useful or more easier to learn, please post it in the comments so that others also know and we can use those learning resources. Let us help everyone to learn VLSI. To stay tuned to such videos and get more information about VLSI, please stay tuned to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. Thank you.